Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Last time we confronted Clive. He's not having a good time. He's blowing stuff up. Celeste says she knows how to stop him in a very open-ended, cliffhangery way. Excited to see her plan. You need a generator room, that's right. That was your plan. Find the generator and shut it down. Before we do that, though, we need to look at Layton's journal. Into the mobile fortress. The mobile fortress has begun to destroy everything around it. We simply must get Flora out of there and put an end to Clive's rampage as soon as possible. I should be able to gain access into the fortress using a Layton-mobile, which Don Paolo has kindly positioned on the hill. Now, all I need is a great deal of luck. Finding Flora. Considering the fortress was built with London's leading scientists, it's a little wonder that it's such a technical marvel. We're able to move between different parts of the fortress using a transport pod that's a bit like a high-tech lift. Flora seems to be in the ventilation room, so that's where we need to head first. Flora in the glass cage. We found a Flora trapped inside a glass cage at the ventilation room. We managed to rescue her. Our work here is far from finished. Flora doesn't seem to have any intention of returning to the surface, despite the risks involved with staying here. Normally I'd talk her out of this, but there's no time now. I've got to stop Clive. Clive in the surveillance room. Having established that Clive is in the surveillance room, we set out to meet him using the transport pod. The guard allowed us through unchallenged, which is no doubt a sign of Clive's self-confidence. The surveillance room is just up these stairs, so it won't be long before we're face-to-face with him. The fortress surfaces. Having confronted Clive, it's clear that the reasonable front he displayed while disguised as future Luke's has long dissolved. It's bitterly ironic that he, who was once a victim, has become a criminal in the name of justice. I failed to talk any sense into him, and now he's brought his terrible weapon topside into the real London. My London. Picture book? Oh, it's for a book we can't access, of course. And back into it. We gotta find the generator room. Look around, get some dialogue already seen. It's on the monitors. Look at all these monitors. You should be able to see all parts of the fortress from here. And one of these monitors is bound to be connected to the generator room. Now we only need to figure out which one it is. 125, connect the bots, 50 picarats. I wonder what the etymology of the word picarat is. This is a map of the floor housing of the generator room. The location of two camera-equipped security bots are identified by the red and green arrows. To prevent its detection by Professor Layton, Clive has ensured that the patrol routes followed by the security bots don't pass the generator room. The bots always turn at the rounded yellow corners. Which room do the bots avoid? That's the generator room. Okay, well, let's color code it. Then we just, there's no other real way to do it than draw it out, is there? Yeah, and it slows down for a minute. I am using an unfamiliar drawing tablet. Well, it's getting familiar. It is part of my excuse for my, what you may call penmanship. There we go. So let's mark all the ones. It's hard to see immediately what's going to be considered. So let's just mark everything off. That is supposed to be there. Mark all of this. I should probably edit this part out. I gotta remember I can do that, as that might take a while getting back into the habit of not talking when I don't need to be. Of course, it's gonna be this one, right? Like, I just realized I don't actually need to cross all of them off.
How about this?
There we go, just like that.
I knew it!
I knew it. Alright, let's go there, I guess. That's the last place on the menu, that one, the elevator menu, right? Ah, there it is. That's it, Luke. Now all I have to do is feed the coordinates into the transport pod. Let's go. Right behind you, Professor. Oh, and Celeste is there in the menu too, that's fun. Celeste, there's something I'm meaning to ask you. Oh, what is it? How in the world did you manage to get to the fortress? The professor and I had to do some pretty fancy maneuvering to get here. What's more, this fortress is moving now. How'd you catch up with us? Don't you know, Luke? I'm a witch. I just hopped onto my broom and flew up to the deck. I'm just messing with me. Come on, I'm curious. Alright, if that interested, I suppose I can let you in on a secret. Just head out that door to the deck outside. Right, this is gonna be a cliffhanger, right? There's Don Paolo's gizmo. Oh my gosh, that's Don Paolo's flying machine. That's right. I begged him to fly me up here, so he loaded me in and sent me up here. And that's what this screen's for. He controlled the whole thing from the ground. I didn't have to do anything. Amazing, right? You can say that again. Funny, you don't seem quite as astonished, Professor. Yes, well, I already knew Paul had his machine with him. That's what he used to escape the research facility we infiltrated, is it not? Nothing gets by you, does it, Professor? So now that we have Don Paolo's flying machine, we can come and go from here as we please. Ah, this is where the gate's gonna be. Alright, this is where the ending thing. Alright. That's right, Luke. Are you thinking about abandoning our mission? Never. I just thought it might be a good idea to drop Flora off somewhere safe before heading on. No, wait. I'm staying here. You can't say that I blame you, Flora. You've got to stick close to the people you care about. Yes, but it's good to know that we can return underground to take care of any unfinished business. Should we wish to, I mean. Alright everyone, we really shouldn't dawdle out here. We need to head for the generator room. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. Let's go everyone. Alright, yeah, so our point of no return, I guess I'll save when the game tells me to, but our point of no return is going to be there, I take this to mean. And we go here. Professor, now that we have the coordinates for the generator room, where do we put them? I imagine one of the contraptions in here can take the coordinates. Oh, what about that one stuck to the wall over there? It's got numbers and things all over it. Oh, the one with the flashing green monitor? Yes, let's have a look at that. Is it a puzzle? Maybe? Punch in those coordinates, Luke. Once you do that, we should be able to go to the generator room. Fully. Look, Professor, the button for the generator room lit up. Oh, okay, I guess they didn't know where to put the flag for that event. Sure, whatever. You've arrived at the generator. You know what, I'm gonna save here. Maybe the Layton games are good for that, for like making sure you don't screw yourself by not saving the right place. But let's do that just in case. I should have looked around as well. So this is the heart of the fortress. There's the generator's control panel, but it's locked away. Locks the puzzle. Would you like to give it a shot, Professor? I'll do my best. 126, 10-step solution, 50 picarats. Slidey puzzle, of course. To crack the security lock, you'll need to swap A and B in 10 moves or fewer. You can move any piece anywhere in any direction as long as it'll fit. Now get started. 10 moves or fewer is kind of the challenge here. There we go.
That should do the trick.
just bumble around till you get it, I
Few
guess.
things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
And after editing, we'll have enough time to do one more step, which I think will unlock the end, so... I think I've done it. Stand back, everyone. And then it's, I shouldn't spoil it before it happens. My word. Is that the Prime Minister? I got the Clive camera set up.
I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later.
Why'd you give yourself hologram tech, just like in here, just to like taunt him?
Though, if you're hoping to find our fearless leader, I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. I know how you like to play the hero, but I'd advise you not to get any foolish ideas. You see, the Prime Minister is perched on a very special seat. And should you try to move him from that pod, this whole fortress will detonate.
And I'll die, too, so doesn't that show you?
Also, you should know that there's enough charge in here to level most of London.
Sorry, I'm scratching my
Of course,
foot.
London's getting leveled either way. No, I do hate to run, but I have work to do.
Alright, here's the thing, like, after editing is probably gonna be short, but once we save him, I'm pretty sure that's the final puzzle, and that unlocks like a long cutscene that ends the game, so I could be wrong about that, we'll find out, but to be safe, I am gonna save here, and we'll save that till next time. So already I'm getting to like videos that are unnecessarily short, but I mean, we're right at the end, right? Pacing's gonna get a bit weird here no matter what I do. So we will call it here. Next time, I believe we're gonna beat the game. So that's exciting, look forward to that. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching.